What's up, YouTube? I'm Aspie. You're watching The Worth Shop. If you've been watching The Worth Shop for a while, you know that it wasn't always all IDI Fords. About a year ago, I picked up this here Chevy square body. Her name's Pumpkin. She's a bit rusty. She's a bit rough. One of the things that attracted me to this truck is how good a condition this interior is. That seat is new. All the gauges and stuff in the dash work. We've got a aftermarket tachometer, vacuum gauge, oil temp. Jump inside. I'll fire her up so you guys can hear her. So, all the lights, turn signals, etc. work on this truck. Even got some aftermarket LED headlights in her. Got a brand new Edelbrock AVS carburetor installed. All new plug wires, cap, rotor. The hood's a little tweaked, but it ain't a taco yet. All the brake lines are new, and the brakes have been gone through and freshened up. New carrier bearing and U-joints in that rear drive line. Just rebuilt that front drive line as well when I was putting a new clutch in her. When I got this truck, she wouldn't run. The fuel tanks were plumb rusted out. We threw an Isuzu tank in the bed. So if you follow the channel, you know I gave this old Chevy square body to my aunt and uncle. They expressed interest in it. They wanted it. I took it out to their house. They had it for a little while. It was a bit too loud for them. She was straight piped and loud. Well, we went ahead and put some dual mufflers on it. They decided it's just not quite the truck for them, guys. So I found them this Ford Ranger that should fit their needs a lot better. It's kind of one of my dream trucks, something that I really love and care about. So here she is. She's back for the winter. She's going to be my winter back and forth to work truck. She's the only thing that I own that's four-wheel drive and street legal. Oh yeah, I still got the Samurai, but it needs a little more work until she's on the road again. And I got the Willys, but she's a wheeler. She ain't really built for the street, going back and forth to work and whatnot. She's for rock crawling and playing. So for those of you that think this is IDIs and only IDIs, I've rebuilt Isuzus on this channel. We even turned this old piece of junk Isuzu into a budget ramp truck. Go back and check out those videos. I've rebuilt old international tow trucks on this channel. And we've currently got the Freightliner rollback tow truck. I've had another Chevy square body dump truck on this channel. I had a Dodge with Cummins in it. I've done some RV repairs. When I bought my house, I did several videos fixing on it too. I'm just specializing and niching down into the IDIs to try to get my views up, to try to get more information out to you guys and build my channel lately. Now we got you caught up, but we got a project to do. This rear diff here on the old Chevy K10, it's got all kinds of water in it. That's some nasty fluid. That was definitely ready to be changed. Yuck. So, used my impact, took all the bolts out, loosened the top one to where I could just pull that cover out and let it drain. Then I'll pull that top one off and we'll get it all apart. Went ahead and got some 80-90 weight and some gasket maker. And I seen this on the shelf, thought that it would make the job a little easier since I'm not using the small little squeeze bottles, which would have made it way more expensive to get enough gear oil. I figured I went ahead and got this, and I'll be able to just put it into the jug and pump it. Now I got the cover off there. It's pretty funky in there. Got paper towels and a thing of carburetor cleaner. I plan to just kind of spray it down with the carb cleaner, wipe it out, get whatever funk and gunk that I can out. probably laugh a little bit at this. It's a flooring scraper, but it's a scraper. That wiped out pretty good. Sprayed out the outside edge with carb cleaner, wiped it down, got it cleaned up. Now I'm going to scrape and clean out this guy. Got that sprayed out, wiped down, wiped out, whatever you want to say. I think it should be clean enough to seal. A lot of what you guys are still seeing is rust, so I think there was quite a bit of water in that previous oil. It started to rust the cover. Got some red high temp RTV spread around that guy. I used a little piece of cardboard, smeared it around, made sure that it's on there pretty evenly. So I got the bolts put back in there, and I just gave it one ugga-dugga with my little impact driver. I'm going to give it about an hour, and then I'm going to come back out and give it a couple more good. Just make sure she's nice and tight. A lot of people use a torque wrench. I'm not usually that specific with things. So it's been an hour back down here. I'm gonna finish giving it the ugga-duggas. Making sure that it's tight. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna come out and fill it. Been 24 hours. That RTV that I put on the back cover should be nice and dry. I'm gonna get this plug here out, and we're gonna use the new pump in our gear oil. Get this rear diff filled back up. Plug's out, and you basically just wanna fill this whole thing. This thing ain't working very good. Ah, there we go. Now she's got fluid coming. Took a minute to pump up. Okay, so we're basically gonna just fill this rear diff until the fluid's coming out. That is your fill height, that plug there.
2,000 years later.
Took just under 2 quarts until it started oozing out of that fill hole there. Man, this is a slow pump. If I would have known how much work it took to use this thing, I don't think I would have bought it. But I've got it now, and for just topping up, it would be great. But for filling from nothing, man, it took an eternity. Alrighty guys, hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. I tried to add a little bit of comedy. There's not a whole lot that you can do with just changing the rear diff fluid in the truck. Subscribe for future content. As I said, I am trying to niche down and deal with these old IDI Fords. But you gotta understand, I work full time. Sometimes I've got to do a house repair. Sometimes I've got to work on the daily. So I can't just always structure my life and have my life revolve around YouTube and creating content that's gonna get the most views. And so it's not always gonna be the IDIs, guys. Sometimes I've got to do another project, and since I've got limited time in the week, I'm going to record that project and I'm going to make it into a video for you guys. Above all else, the remaining message of this channel is always going to be, believe in what God gave you, take on some projects, build, fix, create, just accomplish things in your life, guys. It doesn't have to be an IDI diesel. Anything that you do throughout the day, that you learn a new skill, that you accomplish something, and you feel good about yourself at the end of the day, you build up your self-esteem, you build up your self-worth, that's what it's all about. So, till next time, keep building shit.